Just teeing off what AJ said.
I don't think it can be a replacement. I think it really is a supplement where you are building upon what you learn in school. So I really am supporting science, engineering, and more technical skills. And with that knowledge and with your working experience in startup, you can build real value. If you do not have one of the two, it's really hard for you to understand what goes on out there.
Okay, so now we've heard the view from the man. Okay, now what do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree with Eric in the sense that it's a good supplement to mainstream education, but at the same time, I feel at least in Singapore's context, more emphasis needs to be placed on this supplement. So now too much weightage being placed on just education, on studying.
Formal education.
Yeah. So more experience, hands-on learning needs to be conducted.
AJ?
Don't get me wrong, I believe in the value of education and learning. I just think how it's done right now is very force-fed, very traditional, and it's not geared towards today's world, today's fast-moving world.
Okay.
You cannot just pick a student out of class and ask him to do a real project in real life. That's not how it works.
So this is an amazing program that Singapore is doing. Let's take a look at the map where Singapore is taking students around the world.
Right.
So tell me about that.
So we have about seven locations worldwide now, and one new location which is not on the map, and I guess you guys have first tips, is that we are opening our New York college come January. And we specifically chose different locations around the world based on focus.
Okay.
So
well, what's the focus in Manhattan?
So we've deliberately chose Manhattan for its creative arts.
Okay.
So we want students to be immersed in the whole entertainment industry itself.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So now there's 7 other places on that map.
That's right.
Let's talk about Shanghai.
Shanghai is really an interesting place. So what we are trying to focus on is service sector as well as the financial sector. So let me give you an example, Melin. Service sector, we are really throwing the students into deep pool where the students need to become waiters and they have to become service staff, but it doesn't end there. So after work itself, they go back to their bosses and understand what's the process, what they've gone throughout the day. So we're really throwing them in the deep pool in Shanghai.
Here in Silicon Valley, the emphasis is on technology and technology startups.
Right.
What about the other places?
So we are looking at Philadelphia, specifically at medical and biotechnology. Stockholm, which mirrors?
Stockholm, Sweden?
Stockholm, Sweden.
Okay.
And we are looking at quite a similar mirror to technology in Silicon Valley, but looking at it in a European angle. And there is a strong accent of clean tech there as well. So they have a good mix there.
This is a huge range of possibilities. How did you guys choose where to go, or do you get assigned? How does it work?
For me, it was a surefire Silicon Valley thing. I've been in tech startups for a while, and for me, Silicon Valley is just the heart of it all. Like, if you don't go to the Silicon Valley and you don't learn about tech startups in Silicon Valley, it's really no place else on earth.
Okay.
Yeah, and for me, I heard from many friends who actually came on this program and specifically to the Silicon Valley, and I heard from them, they said that if you want to learn about entrepreneurship, come to where it really begins and to where it really thrives. So, yeah.
I got to add on, the best part of the Silicon Valley program is it's the only program where you can drive your own car.
Oh.
In California.
Okay. So let's take a look at the next graphic, because I think one of the big things about internships is to get a job, right? So what's going on here, Eric?
So this is at the very end of this particular student's internship experience. So his name is Glenn, so a little shout out for him. So his startup, Rocket Fuel, so that is one of his mentor in the startup, is congratulating him at the event itself and broke out to him that, hey, I'm going to offer you a job once you are done with NUS.
Okay, so the students have, what year are you in university when you come here?
I'm in my 3rd year.
I'm in my 3rd year as well.
Okay, so then you take a year off, you come here. So that student had to go back and finish?
Just a semester, which is 6 months.
Okay, and then he came back and worked here. And does that happen a lot?
Not too many, so probably 1 or 2 in a batch, and we have 2 batches a year.
How many in a batch?
So about 15 students in a batch on average.
15?
1-5.
Okay, great. Super. So let's take a look at the next graphic. Looks like you guys are having fun there.
Yeah, I really like this one because if you look at the graphic, you won't know which one is the student. So
Okay, so this is a picture of people in a startup.
Exactly. So this is a picture in the startup. So they just finished a road show where they were showcasing their product, and they're just having some fun pics, and it shows how well the students has assimilated it within the team itself.
Okay, super. So let's take a look at the last graphic where this is stuff that happens outside of the main thing. Go ahead, Eric.
This is actually this one picture before that. This is actually one startup that is quite hot in Silicon Valley itself. It's called Visually. It's a data visualization company. And you can see that the students bonding very well.
So which one is the student?
Well. So take your pick, Maylin. Which one do you think he is?
He.
Yeah, so he's a he. So that's one, two there.
Second from the right. No?
No,
Okay.
no, not really. So just let one more thing before I let the cat out of the bag. One more try.
One more try.
One more try.
Okay, the fourth from the left.
It's actually the second one from the left, where
Okay.
he's carrying a very huge placard. Yeah.
Bad guesser.
There you go.
They blend in.
That's fine.
They blend in. So let's
Right.
look at the last graphic here. What's going on?
So students, being in the valley itself, there's a lot of events happening, and this picture shows that students do a lot of things outside their internship itself. This picture in particular shows that students are volunteering in TechCrunch Disrupt. I think this should be in 2011, where they are doing guest registration for this one.
You guys do keep busy. So, Selian, you were telling me earlier about your volunteering. What were you doing?
Wasn't really volunteering, but we actually, in our free times, there are several hackathons going on in the valley. And
Hackathons.
Yeah.
Okay.
And me
So
not,
do you program?
No, me not being a techie, so
Okay.
I just wanted to know what it feels like to be part of a hackathon. So it was an amazing experience. I mean, you go there and you're given a bunch of APIs, and you're told you have 24 hours to program something and present it.
Yep.
So that you see the whole environment there. It's pretty inspiring. Although I'm not a techie, but I can feel the the whole atmosphere. So it's it's very nice idea concept.
So I kind of want to wrap it up now, where you tell. What would you say to other students who might be considering whether or not to pursue something like this?
Why would they even consider it? It's an obvious answer. I mean, this is one of the few things in life that you will do that will forever add value to everything else that you do. It's a spin-off. It's a great spin-off.
Selian?
And for me, I think every student should try interning at a startup at least once, because you will get to learn more about yourself, about your strengths and weakness, primarily because you get the freedom to experiment, to try your hands at different tasks.
Yeah.
And so you get to learn more about yourself and expand your knowledge by a large amount by working at a startup.
Wow.
Absolutely.
You are really in a great job enabling
you.
great students like this to just come to Silicon Valley and find themselves, discover their potential.
Thank you, Maylin.
Oh, thank you for
Thank you.
coming. Thank you. So this is it for Just Picture It. We're so happy to have the students from
you're welcome.
Singapore. Tell us about what it's like to come and work in startups. And I think this gives a whole new vision of how formal education can be supplemented. And so I'd like for you to just picture it. If many, many students, and not just students from Singapore, have a chance to work in startups as part of their hands-on experience. See you next time.